Hi, welcome back to Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit. In this video I'm going to give you a 5-minute review, or just about 5 minutes, of this actual Mountfield SP164 petrol lawnmower. This has got an ST120 engine on. I'm going to show you around it, I'm going to show you some of the features of this, and later in the video I'm going to do a quick test cut with this as well. So just quickly before I show you around the item, I'm just going to show you how to start this up. There's no actual primer on this lawnmower, it's automatic choke, normal petrol, SAE 30 oil. You just pull the lever at the top. It's as simple as that. There's no throttle on it either, so you just literally pull the safety lever at the top, pull the pull cord, and away you go. So this lawnmower has a 39cm cutting width. It has actually different cutting heights ranging from 25 to 70mm. Has 5 cutting height positions and a powerful 123cc Mountfield ST120 overhead valve engine. It also features this 40-litre grass collector. It's described as lightweight and compact and easy to use, and it is self-propelled, as I showed you there. The wheels were spinning round, so no primer on here, anything like that. As I said before, you've got your air filter box in here. You can quickly just pull that off if you wanted to change the air filter in there. I'll just quickly show you that. It just clips back together like that. Normal petrol in here, unleaded. There's no need for mixing anything. These are 4-stroke engines, and you've got the oil in here, which doesn't come supplied with it. I think it takes around 250ml of SAE 30 oil. You've got height adjustable on the back here. You've got 5 different height positions, and this lever actually alters the height at the whole of the rear of the lawnmower. But on the front, you've got 2 height adjusters, so you can adjust the height at either side as well. What a lot of people tend to do is just leave the actual front ones in a certain position and just alter the back one. One thing I do like about this is the actual grass bag. It's quite large as well, holds a lot of clippings, and it is an actual canvas bag, so you can fold this down for storage. And on the side of this recoil cover here, you can see the engine details. The actual name for this engine is a WBE 120. I've actually filmed a full series of playlist videos for this actual lawnmower. If you look in the top right hand corner, you'll see them there, including a full assembly video as well, and also a full service video which is around an hour long. So anything you want to actually service yourself on this lawnmower, please take a look at that playlist that's coming up in the top right hand corner of the screen right now, and in the description of the YouTube video. And this lawnmower actually has a plastic deck, you can see here, so it's not going to rust or rot. So if that's something that you've had in the past and you've ended up with a lawnmower where the engine's still running and you don't want a deck that's going to rot, I could suggest this plastic deck. And it is actually quite a solid plastic deck as well. It's not one of the thinner ones I've seen that has a plastic deck. I've seen some really poor ones of these, and this is quite a solid one-piece deck. This lawnmower actually has overhead valves on as well, so these can be adjusted as your lawnmower gets a little bit older. Just gives you the correct clearance, keeps your actual engine running at optimum performance as well. This lawnmower actually features these handles that fold down as well. A lot of people like to see this, so you can actually collapse the handles down on the self. And one thing I want to mention here is it actually comes with this adjuster for the self-drive cable. So once the cable stretches on a lot of lawnmowers, you'll find the self-drive doesn't work. This actually features this adjuster, so you can give a little bit more pull on the cable if you're struggling to get the self-drive working. That's something I really do like about this lawnmower. It's just a fairly simple setup as well. You've got no throttle on here and no primer, as I keep mentioning, but the reason I keep mentioning it makes it easy. Pull this lever up at the top, pull the pull cord, and away you go. And if you want to activate the self-drive, you just push this actual bottom lever up and away you go. I'm going to link in the description of this video where you can actually purchase this lawnmower from, and also to the Mountfield website where this is listed, so you can just look at these in more detail. But I noticed on the assembly video, one thing to really be aware of on these mowers is make sure this handle here actually goes down to the bottom of this red plastic part here, and you put the screw in. Otherwise, if you lift up this lawnmower, you can easily pull the handles out. And although it's a little bit wet out today, it's a little bit damp condition, it's rained overnight, I'm actually going to give this lawnmower just a little test cut, just so you can see it actually in action. Probably see there, it has rained quite a lot overnight, and I'm going to cut this grass. It's not too long. One thing I just want to say about this is it's really easy to push this along as well, even turn it round. The actual self-drive is really quite fast on this as well. So as I said, it's not dry out at all today, and you can see got quite a good bag full of grass there. It's actually quite wet today as well, and it's finally chopped this up and actually pushed this through into this grass bag really well, so I'm really happy with how that's cut, especially on a little bit of a damp day like this. I just want to say my overall opinion of using this after sort of 5 minutes is the actual self-drive is really powerful, goes along at a really good speed, does that. Quite impressed with that, and I'm really impressed with how it's actually picked up all this grass even in these slightly damp conditions as well, and boxed it up. It's done a really good job of that. And the overall factor I just want to point out for this is just exactly how easy it is to actually manoeuvre. It's so lightweight that you can really move this around really easily. If you only want a little lawnmower and you don't really want an electric, you still fancy a petrol one, I suggest that this would be a good option for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this short review video of this Mountfield SP164 petrol lawnmower. Any questions, as I've said, leave me a comment in the comments section. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. There's 11,500 subscribers on here already, so you'd be more than welcome. Don't forget, at the end of this video, as you'll see now on the right hand side, there's a full playlist of every video I've made to do with this actual lawnmower. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again next time.